Oh, we're back with the second episode of me and AJ's tier list, and we got a special guest. Drum roll, please. Kevin Keys for the second episode, and this episode we got NFL teams. We're gonna be ranking them for next year for tier list.
The 2023 to 2024 season.
We got elite for the top tier, playoff caliber for the second one, almost there for the playoffs, and then meh, and then awful.
We might see the return of the dumpster fire. I don't know. You have to stay
All
tuned and
right,
watch to the
so
end.
I'm gonna start with AJ for this one. We got the hometown team, Cincinnati Bengals.
The Bengals?
What do you think?
I think they're like elite.
You think?
Agreed.
Well, they've made it to they made it to the Super Bowl. They lost, and then they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs by like a field goal. I would
Yeah.
say Bengals are definitely elite.
What do you think about that game? What do you think about that
Yeah,
game?
what do you think about
I'm
them
a Ravens
Bengals?
fan, but I agree, honestly.
I'm also a Ravens fan.
I think
so.
the Bengals can be elite because they have Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, and they're very young, and they got a lot better. So
They've also had a very good draft.
they
Yeah.
did have a good draft, which was just. This is
Clutch.
also including drafts.
Just
Yeah.
icing on top.
So we got the Bengals and elite to start off. Now we have the New England Patriots. Anything about that, AJ?
All right, so the Patriots, I mean, they kind of like fell off after Tom Brady left. They had
Yeah.
Cam Newton, and then they had Mac Jones, who's pretty good. They got him to the playoffs.
Mac Jones is not him.
Mac
I would
Jones
say
is
they're
god
meh.
awful.
They're
I give
meh.
him meh.
Yeah,
I give him meh
I'd
because
put
Mac Jones is awful. Receiving core is awful. Tight ends are awful. The
Yeah.
running backs are alright. Their
I think-
defense is falling
They're
off.
definitely one of the better Met teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Patriots are just not it. I mean,
They
both
used
sides
to
of
be
the ball,
it.
they're just terrible.
Yeah.
So I think Matt is a good spot. They're not awful.
I think the Saints are almost there.
The Saints, all
The
right.
Saints-
I think they rebuilt really, really fast.
I think the Saints will definitely be. I think they're definitely almost there. I think
I think the Saints. I think they're close to meh, but I think they're better than the Patriots.
I
Did
think
Because they
let's
do
put them
have-
at the bottom of the almost there.
They
did
do
they,
have.
Did they just draft a QB?
No, I don't think so.
Well, their QB is pretty good. They just
Jameis
need-
Winston, injury
Yeah.
prone.
Yeah, they did. They do have Chris Olave, which is
Yeah.
good for them.
Alright, now the Steelers.
Steelers,
I
I
hate
think-
the Steelers with a
I
burning
think they're
passion.
awful.
I don't think they're awful. I think they're almost
I
to
think-
playoff caliber.
No,
To be
they're not.
honest.
No, they're not.
Actually, their defense.
They got
they're
Kenny
meh.
Pickett. They almost made it last year, and they got Joey Porter.
Yeah, they have
from
top
the
five.
draft.
They do have top 5 defense in the NFL. It's just that offense.
And they got the
They
offense
got
is
George
kinda
Pickens,
tough.
a good receiver, Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett's tough.
They're slowly
Alright.
rebuilding their line.
So what do you want to
Yeah,
put in?
I give them meh. I give them like
Meh?
top of meh.
I
like
would say
almost
definitely
there.
one of the topper Mavs based on
Okay.
what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
All right,
Sa-
we got
elite.
the 49ers.
Elite.
Ooh.
Elite.
I don't know if they're elite.
They're
though.
definitely
I
playoff
think.
caliber.
I
If
think
they
elite.
could make it with what's his name?
Jimmy G.
No, not
or-
Jimmy G.
Oh yeah,
the
Brock
one-
Purdy.
Yeah, Brock Purdy. They can make it with Trey Lance.
I
if
don't know.
they say-
I think Brock Purdy's better than Trey Lance. To be
Dude,
honest.
as long as they don't have that QB failure like they did, where they had
Yeah.
to pull, they had their they had their running back be a QB for a play. That's
Yeah.
how.
And if
I
as long
think-
if Brock Purdy doesn't sell in the playoffs,
I
again,
think top 3 elite should be top 3.
I think
And
definitely.
I think there's more teams like
I
they
think they're
haven't
top 5.
they haven't performed in the playoffs. I think top 5 we can put.
Okay, who are they better?
playoff caliber.
Who is better than them?
I
Besides
think Bills and Chiefs.
Okay, yeah, true.
So top 3 will be elite.
now
So
the
we have
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
They were so
Awful.
good for one
Awful.
season, and
They
then
weren't even
fell.
that good that season.
No, they were
They
undefeated
did start
the
off
first
10-0.
10 weeks.
10-0, and then what happened?
And then they
made it to the
made the
playoffs.
playoffs, but they
They got out
started
the
to fall
second half.
It
off.
was like they lost by like 28.
They could have had like a Will Anderson type of guy, but they kind of failed during the draft. So I think they're kind of towards the mad. They're not going to really go anywhere
I
this
give them
year.
awful. Doesn't DeAndre Hopkins want out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So we'll
awful.
put them in.
I mean,
awful.
Kyler Murray. Yeah, I think they could be awful this year.
Now we're up
Patriots
to the
could-
Falcons.
I think the Falcons.
The Falcons are on the going up.
Yeah,
dude.
last year I would have given them awful. This year I'm giving them meh.
They got
I think-
Bijan Robinson for the.
Yeah,
And
I
they
think that
used
was a
to be-
reach, but I think it was a good pick.
It was a
I
good
think
pick.
yeah, they're definitely mad. One of the better Mavs.
And they also have Drake London. Who was the QB?
Oh, they're going with Desmond Ritter.
Yeah,
They went with Ritter over
Marcus
the-
Mariota.
Will Levis.
Oh, so
Oh,
we're
yeah.
just gonna put them in meh.
Yeah, I think Maz's a good spot. to
What are
put
y'all
them.
opinions on Will Levis?
I think Will Levis is all right.
Yeah.
I think he can be better, but there's a lot of things.
All right, so now we got the Baltimore Ravens. Me and Kevin's favorite team. I'm
Okay.
saying they're definitely playoff.
No biasness. Either almost there or playoffs.
Yeah, I'm joking. Yeah, they're almost there. They're not.
Yeah, I don't think they're a playoff team at all
If Lamar
because they're
Jackson
going to
doesn't
be
get
second
hurt.
place in the.
Do you
their
think the
conference.
Antonio Brown thing is true?
I thought it was.
I don't know.
I don't think
it
I don't
is.
think he's coming back.
I think if it's true, they're a playoff
But
team.
they do have OBJ though.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
I think they're still almost there.
I think they're
really
almost
good.
there.
I think
but-
if they get AB and that's true, they're playoff caliber because they have OBJ.
And as long as
Antonio.
Lamar Jackson doesn't get injured,
Yeah.
we should
Yeah.
be fine. All right, now we got the
the Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
Elite, but I think Josh Allen needs to step it up.
I mean,
Yeah,
no,
he kind of sold during
he
the.
sold-
I think it's because Von Miller was out for most of last year, but I
Oh.
think he's kind of. I think the Bills are a little bit overrated, but they're
Yeah.
definitely top three,
Yeah, they're
but
top
they
three.
don't perform in the playoffs at all.
Josh Allen doesn't perform
It did.
in the playoffs.
Get dog to walk on their own field by
Yeah,
the Bengals.
unfortunately.
But I think the Bills can be an elite and stay an elite. All right, we got the Panthers.
The Panthers, they're meh. They're kind of a joke.
Big NFL
honestly.
draft with the first pick getting Bryce Young.
True, but like
Do you think Bryce Young's gonna be good, or you think?
I think he's gonna be good, but they're not gonna be
I
anywhere
think
this year.
I think they might have a run, but they're gonna choke. I'm saying meh.
Do you
I-
think he's gonna be like Kyler Murray?
I think he's gonna
Nah.
be better than Kyler Murray, but I don't think the team overall will be better than Kyler Murray was with the Cardinals.
Their defense is alright.
I think they could be a meh, almost down to awful.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get multiple guys.
The Chicago Bears are
Ooh.
almost there.
They're
I
awful.
think they are.
You think they're awful?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I give them almost there.
I think I'm with you on almost
Just
there.
like
Not
the-
one
I
of
think
the.
I think the Bears are one of the most interesting teams
Yeah.
because you got Justin Fields, who you would think about trading for
Yeah.
Bryce Young.
Decent draft.
Good draft, yeah.
Yeah. Offense
Who
is
they
getting
pick
there.
up? I can't remember who they picked up, but they got. Yeah, I think they're almost there in
Alright.
every aspect.
So now we got the Browns.
Mm.
Cleveland, awful. They're very overrated.
The only good part of their team is Nick Chubb and Mark.
Yeah, Nick Chubb is
Deshaun
an
Watson.
absolute unit, and Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson isn't proven anymore. I should
I
say.
feel like with the 1 year under his belt from coming back, I feel like he's gonna be a lot better. And I think Nick Chubb. I think
Nick
they
Chubb
put him
is
in
a-
meh. I don't think they're
Kareem
gonna
Hunt
be.
is good too.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be that bad.
I mean, Nick Chubb's is an absolute unit.
Do we move the Panthers down to awful? I feel like
We
the Browns and
If
the
the Br-
Panthers are just not on the.
Okay,
same
so
tier.
who do the Panthers have besides Bryce Young and Jeremy Chin?
I don't know.
Oh, and J.C. Horn.
I have no idea, to be honest.
I
I know they did get a good addition, but I don't know, to be honest.
Alright, so now we have the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys, am I right?
No, I hate
No.
the Cowboys. I think everybody,
All they
80%
do
of
is
this world
choke.
hates the Cowboys.
Micah Parsons, like they're almost there. What a playoff caliber, obviously,
As
but they
Justin
choke in
Tucker
the.
said, scoreboard. to
I think
the
if there was an
Cowboys kicker.
almost there to elite, there we would put it there. But
They're-
I think they have to be a playoff caliber
Yeah,
team.
because they always make the playoffs. They
They'll-
just choke.
Yeah, they
So
Yeah,
did.
they're just terrible. Oh boy.
Broncos.
The
Alright, so
Denver
we're
Broncos.
putting them in the
Awful.
playoffs.
Yeah, yeah.
Denver Broncos terrible. Everyone
I'm
was
sorry,
saying how
Isaac,
the
they're awful.
Broncos.
They're not awful.
Everyone said the Broncos were.
They're
be
good in
crazy
Madden.
last
No.
year.
They're good in Madden.
They're,
if that
they're
helps
not
you.
getting mad than getting real life. You
Madden,
wait.
You could be good on any team.
All right, let me
They're good
rant.
at
Let me
Madden, they're
rant
not
on
good
the
in-
Broncos for a split second.
They're not good.
We picked up Marvin Mims in the draft. No idea why we did that. Didn't need a wide receiver. But we did have a third round pick, and that's who we picked. So it wasn't a bad pick. But I think the Broncos are almost there.
No,
They're better than
they're
all
awful.
of the Mad
No,
teams.
they're
No,
not.
they're not. The Patriots and the
The only
Steelers
team
are
they're better
easily
than is the
The
Carolina Panthers.
Panthers.
I personally
You
think
heard it here
Carolina-
first. Broncos are going 12 and
Okay.
12 and
Dude,
6.
what happened last season? You guys were like the most
Russell Wilson's
overhyped team. and
Russell Wilson's first year.
Wilson got
Exactly.
3 and 12.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, personally, the only team they're better than here is Carolina, and I think Carolina's being awful. So
Carolina and Atlanta and the Patriots.
they're not better than Atlanta. They're not better than the Patriots.
Alright,
Okay,
so where
I'll
we-
put them in math, but
Yeah.
they'll prove you wrong. You will.
The
No, they-
Detroit Lions.
The Lions are
I
I
really
hear a
good.
lot about
I
the
think
Detroit Lions.
I think Detroit is going to the playoffs this year.
I think they are as well. I think the Lions are really good.
I
they got a
personally
lot
don't like
better.
the Lions. I'm gonna say they're almost there.
I think that's
always-
fine, but I think Jared Goff is super good.
I do.
Yeah,
like
I've always
Jared
believed
Goff.
in Jared Goff.
They
even when
did.
people
They
doubted
did
him.
trade Swift though, but
Yeah.
I think
No, they didn't. They're about
Trey
to.
Hawkins.
no, they did. They traded him to the Eagles. Swift went to the Eagles.
Alright, so we're gonna put them in almost there.
Yeah.
Alright, now the
Well, that's not
Tennessee
awful.
Titans. They are good. Derrick Henry kind of fell off.
I
The Jets
mean-
just got Randall Cobb. That helps.
They did get Anthony Richardson,
Who?
which is
Oh, the Titans.
really big for them.
No, I think Titans are awful. They got Anthony Richardson.
They
after
do have
drafting.
Derrick Henry though,
They're mad.
and Derrick
Derrick
Henry
Henry's
can win you a
falling
game
off.
anytime.
True, but I think Derrick Henry has fallen off.
I don't think they're awful.
Most
I
replaceable
think
position
this
of-
is
They're
the
not awful.
time where we put the Panthers in awful.
I think we're gonna make an executive
The
decision.
more
with the Panthers
I look
in
at these
awful.
mad teams, I'm like, there's no way the Panthers aren't giving up.
I
All right,
think-
so I think we put them in Matt, and
I
then we
think-
move the
I
Panthers
think
down.
the Titans are going to be a meh for a little bit, and then next year, like
They're
going to
be almost there.
They're going to be no. I think
Actually,
they're
no, they're
going
gonna
to
be awful. Yeah, they're gonna go
because
down.
their front office is horrible. They picked another they picked what's his name?
We're gonna move on to the Packers.
We're gonna be
And they also traded his receivers.
They're going to be awful.
Yeah, they're like
They only have
terrible.
Christian Watson.
That's it. You
They
can't
got
have.
Christian Watson.
It's
Jordan.
impossible to have a one-man team.
I think they
What's
could
his
be
name?
awful. I
What's
don't
that
know.
dude's name?
I don't know.
All right, we'll put them in awful.
Now I'm stuck on it.
All right, now the Houston.
Oh my god, they
Tex-
had the greatest draft ever.
They
The-
did.
that-
they
but
had
they're a
super good
dumpster
draft.
fire. I think we
don't
were-
think
They're a
they.
dumpster fire?
We'll return the
No.
dumpster fire.
Who,
I
who did they
think
get the third pick?
they got Will Anderson
and C.J. Stroud.
Oh, that's
Replacing Davis
No,
Mills.
I think the next pick will be a dumpster fire.
Davis Mills is kind of.
So we'll put them
I
in.
put him in awful still,
think
but I think they're not gonna
Yeah.
make any noise.
They
but I
literally
think
got like this.
They're not better than anybody here.
True.
Or
I-
not the Broncos.
Now the
The
Colts.
Colts
What
are
happened? That is a
awful.
dumpster fire. That is a dumpster fire.
I thought they were
and
gonna
a
be so
half.
good. Their QB is just Matt
Terrible.
Ryan, Jonathan Taylor did not play it.
He played like the first 3 games, and
Yeah.
those are like the games they actually won by a lot.
I think
He
Jonathan
didn't
Taylor.
play. He didn't play up to expectations.
I think-
I'm saying dumpster fire, so the worst one and awful.
No,
Yes.
the Colts are not that bad.
they're not the.
They
I don't even
got-
think,
they
actually,
got
I
the
don't
guys.
think. Do you think they're on the same par as anybody
Yes,
here?
they're mad. They're mad, in my opinion.
But I don't think
They're not.
they don't play to.
Are they
net
better? The
expectations.
question is, are they better than the Denver Broncos?
Okay, let's say
No.
that. Are they better than Broncos?
No, not close.
Are they better? Are they better than the Browns?
No.
Are they better than the Titans?
Yes.
That's
Yes, they're gonna beat the
crazy.
Titans.
That's crazy.
Actually, I think they could beat us. I'll give you that. Are they better than Vikings?
Yes.
Are they better than Steelers?
No.
No.
No. No.
So bottom of net.
All right.
The
Jaguar playoff
dude,
caliber.
playoff
I think
caliber.
they're remaking it. Trevor Lawrence is him
I-
finally.
Dude, Trevor Lawrence is like one of my favorite uprising QBs.
Calvin
Okay.
Ridley's coming back.
And Kirk, or whatever his
Christian.
name. Christian.
Kate Kirk.
Yeah.
We all doubted him. He did not play up to that contract, but he played good.
But he played really
He
good.
played really good.
I think the
I think
Jaguars,
Jaguars
are
are-
Kansas City
yeah,
is
it's fine.
awful. I think they personally
Dude, they're
suck.
overrated. No one
Personally,
likes Mahomes.
The only thing good about them is they actually hosted the draft this year, but I think besides that,
They seem to
I think
host
they're
every
trash.
major
Okay, all
NFL
jokes
event,
aside, they're
Yeah,
winning the
they're-
Super Bowl again.
Unfortunately.
No, I think the Broncos over them.
I think the Bengals are gonna win.
Yeah, I really
Like,
do.
I
seriously.
don't know. If the
Or
Bengals-
I want to see a Jaguar Super Bowl win.
I feel
It's
like
not
the
happening.
Dolphins are
Bro,
going to
trust.
Who's that? LA.
Rams,
Awful.
LA
awful,
Rams,
awful.
they're
God.
Nothing.
Dude,
Cooper
they
Cup's good.
awful.
Matt Stafford's old.
They won
God
the
awful.
Super Bowl and then literally went down. Hold on, let's
One
be
of the
honest.
worst
They're a
teams
dumpster.
ever.
They were a
after-
dumpster fire. Let's be honest.
Hot take. I don't think the Chargers. I think Chargers are gonna miss the playoffs again.
The Chargers.
Justin
Are we
Herbert
at the
does not
Chargers?
perform.
Yeah, we're at the
under pressure.
The
Chargers.
Chargers are a pretty good team.
He does not perform under pressure.
I'm saying almost there.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah,
since the
almost
Broncos
there.
are going to be so good this year,
Like,
they're
no,
going to be
they're
the third
not,
place
bro.
team. So I think
No.
they're almost there.
Yeah.
I don't think they make the playoffs though.
Yeah, I
They'll
think.
be close.
They
The
sell.
Dolphins.
So we have 3 teams left to go in the playoff tiers. We have a solid
The
9
Dolphins are going
teams
to the
left.
playoffs.
Dolphins, I think they are a playoff caliber.
Well, actually,
I
no.
love the
I think
Dolphins.
Tua is gonna disappoint.
They're going to still be a playoff caliber.
Yeah,
they
but
got so
Minnesota
many guys.
playoffs. Minnesota, put them in the playoffs.
playoff caliber. Kirk
Put them
Cousins.
in the playoffs. Put them in the playoffs.
Justin
Kirk Cousins
Jefferson.
is him.
No, he's not. He's
Dude, they
definitely
literally
not him.
came back on that one team. What team
Kirk
was it?
O'Flugin?
They were
He's
literally,
him.
They were literally down.
Well, that was to the
28
Colts.
They were down by 28.
The
at
Giants are
halftime when
almost
they came
there.
back.
I think they had a fluke of a season last year.
All
I
right,
don't
we
think
got the
Daniel
Giants.
Jones, I
Almost
think
there.
Daniel Jones is gonna
Giants are
replicate
almost
that.
there.
Yeah.
I think the Giants aren't.
I think they need to trade Daniel Jones while his value is high.
I agree.
All right, so now we got
Jets.
the Jets.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion,
guy-
they're almost there. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna have the worst year of his career.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm calling him.
Yeah,
That's
true.
the thing. You got
Once they
these
get-
old guys. He's gonna have a Russell Wilson year. They do have more talent than Russell Wilson had. So I think they're playoffs, but they're gonna be wild card. A lot worse than people think.
No, I don't think they're.
I feel like
I
it's
think
gonna be
they're gonna
something
So
where
we
almost
have
there.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many teams make the playoffs?
12
12.
12. Okay, yeah. I think the Jets make the playoffs for sure. Then.
over the Eagles. Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, you got plenty of room. I think the Jets
I-
make it in a wild
The Raiders
card.
are awful.
Yeah, the Raiders.
Nothing else
They're-
said. The Raiders. Are
I think
awful.
they're almost there.
They can't draft for nothing. And look at their past 3 drafts; they're all horrible.
I think you go Matt. Yeah, they're trash. They're horrible.
Seahawks are making the playoffs.
No,
They were
Wait.
good.
I don't know.
Geno
Dude,
Smith
you
is
are-
him.
I don't
All they
know.
need to do is
So
I think
After this-
Geno's gonna play like he think like. I
Geno
don't
Smith
know.
has what 4 good more years. They get him a quarterback in this
I think he
year's
has
draft.
good receivers.
Yeah, they get him and put him in like a QB under him.
I
for,
think
like,
his
the next
defense
2 years.
though. Any
So,
guys
he has
that
a
is really
fire
good
offense.
on defense?
I'm saying.
Their defense is alright.
I think they're almost
Now,
there.
I'm
personally.
saying. No,
I
I'm
think they're
saying
gonna make the
playoff.
playoffs. They're better than all of these teams.
Okay.
And they're gonna make it over Tampa Bay and Washington.
The Buccaneers.
Tampa
Tom
Bay's
Brady
awful.
left. Yeah.
God, like terrible.
No, they're-
Eagles are elite,
Eagles are playoff.
I understand there's only-
Actually, the Eagles are. We can only have 3 elite teams.
but no, I think there should be 4.
Because
Honestly, they're on par with everybody. there.
AFC and NFC.
Or should we go
champion.
top 5? I think we should go top 5 for elite.
Yeah,
So do we bring up
San
the
Fran.
Jags?
No, San Fran.
San Fran.
If we're doing top 5, we're doing San Fran.
Yeah. Probably.
You bring San Fran up.
All right, so we got our last picks here. Is there anything we want to move around?
No, I want to go back to the Titans though. I think their draft was horrible.
I want to move the
Well,
Ravens
they got
up.
Anthony Richardson,
Yeah,
who can
but
be a bomb.
Who did they pick last year?
I don't remember. It's the Titans. I don't.
Hey,
Yeah.
can we move the Ravens up and pull the Cowboys down?
No,
No.
no.
How about
Actually,
them
yes, I think-
Cowboys?
I
How
think-
about them Cowboys?
Cowboys are way better.
Tennessee.
That's crazy.
All right, so
That is
the final
outrageous.
things we got in. So we got elite tier. So the Bengals, Chiefs, Bills, Eagles, and the 49ers.
So,
That was our.
I think that was really good.
I think it was a
Fairly-
pretty good
But
draft.
the
some
Titans
peop-
have 3 QBs. I'm sorry.
Not bad. So this is the second week of me and AJ. This is our second week of our podcast with me and AJ with a special guest of Kevin Keys.
Stay
NFL
tuned
tier list.
Stay tuned next week for another special guest.
We might have another special guest next week. We'll
Thanks
see
for
y'all
watching.
later.